swoops out of the shadows, darkening over the night.
Hello, everybody. This is Jim Cummings, but you may know me better as Darkwing Duck, the terror that flaps in the night. And you are about to groove very heavily to the Nerd Effect Podcast, if you know what's good for you. Darkwing out.
Out of snow and heat.
Welcome out to the Nerd Effect Podcast. We are on episode number 46. I am one of your hosts, Dustin Vancouver, joined by my buddies,
Mike Morgan.
Mason Ireland.
Nikki Prindle.
and not to mention, we are also joined by a very special guest today. What is your name, good sir?
Derek Howard.
And what do you do?
I am currently a student at BSU, but I am the chairman and founder of Gem State Gaming Con.
Yay! Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you for having me.
I hear this is your very first podcast.
Yes, it is.
Excellent. Well, this is we're excited to have you, man. This is awesome. We were looking forward to the Gem State Gaming Convention. I know Mason's been kind of a big proprietor for it. I'm kind of new to the board gaming thing.
He's got paint on his hand from painting minis before coming here. I mean, he's a
It's
little
hardcore.
excited.
That's the blood of his enemies, I think, actually.
Yes.
Oh.
All right, well, let's just open it up with a brief summary of what is the Gem State Gaming Convention, how long has it been going on, that kind of thing.
This is its first year as Gem State Gaming Con. I'll go into history. There's a little bit of complicated history with the convention itself, but our goal is to create a gaming scene in Idaho that will spotlight to the world, basically. I was in the Coast Guard for 5.5 years, and I've been in California and on the East Coast. I've been to huge gaming conventions and just conventions in general. And when I came back, there's really nothing here for gaming. I mean, Phantomonium has like some console gaming, but there's nothing really geared towards it. So I created a convention for it, and it's awesome. I love it.
Nice. So what's kind of gone into getting it set up?
The hardest part was people work together, I guess, because a lot of the card shops and the shops are kind of like what I call tribes. They didn't really mash two together.
Yeah.
Like that was one of the things I saw was all the Magic players are tribes. They prefer certain stores, and that's the hardest thing is getting them all to come together or finding a solution to get them to come.
Like hipsters with coffee houses.
Yes,
exactly. Oh, they fight.
Flag him!
No, it's more Tom's Hammer versus whatever the other one is. It's like right across the
Oh,
street.
the
They
Thomas
hate each
Hammer
other
and,
so much.
Yeah, I can't remember what it is, but yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah. So, as far as deciding, when you decided to make the con, after seeing the cons on the West and East Coast, what did you, how did you think about bringing that to Boise? Like, how, I mean, did you have, I'm sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to phrase what I want to say now. Were you intentionally trying to go like stay scaled back and then build up, or did you want to try to dive straight in, or?
Technically we kind of took it over someone else. You guys all know who Jeremy Lopez is. He came up with a con called OTK Gaming Fest, and I helped for both years with that, and he decided to not do it anymore. And what his con was more RPGs and mostly card games, but he didn't really believe in pushing it too much. I had like more of a low-key con, and when I took it over this year, I wanted to add like the newer stuff like console gaming and LAN gaming, all that kind of stuff. So, yeah.
So it'll be beyond board gaming. It'll be
Took
like
it and
gaming
evolved
as
it.
Yeah.
Like
gaming
a
as a
Pokemon.
universal love.
Huh?
Yes. I don't know if you guys do watch a lot of online gaming or the ESL or anything like that.
Like through Twitch and stuff.
Yeah, Twitch like that. Like last year for Riot for League of Legends, they had I want to say 35 to 45 million people view it online, and like the worlds for League of Legends alone.
That's like NBC numbers.
yeah. I mean, like,
Well, also last year, I was going to say
Yeah.
Dota got the same kind of
Yeah.
numbers during their big tournament.
It's insanity.
like it's huge, and there's nothing like that here in Idaho. Like, I like the closest convention that's even like that is in Portland. Like Salt Lake, they have smaller gaming cons, but there's nothing really here. So that's what me, Sean from Phoenix Fire, and some of my other friends are trying to create something that will bring people here and bring more money to Idaho in any way possible.
Who do you are you able to share who you already have on board?
Well, right now, obviously we have Riot because this is technically our second year for a tournament. Like, the thing about when it comes to that, they don't, like, actually sponsor us. They recognize us, and they send us a little bit of, I guess, prizes to give away. We're not actually affiliated with them. We can't say that they're sponsoring us. That it's kind of complicated like that. But we have
But they support you.
Yeah, they support us.
Okay.
We have a few board gaming companies that are giving us a bunch of board games, a bunch of stuff to give away through Sean from Phoenix Fire, because he goes to these other like store cons that only stores can get into, and he demos with them all the time. So we have that in. We have all the local card shops now, except for all ABU games, just because Gabe's kind of interesting when it comes to that kind of stuff. So Phoenix Fire, Wizards Den, All About are helping us a lot. We have Captain Comics is supporting us this year too with a few comic books and whatnot.
I love those guys.
So I mean, like in the past year, everyone's just been on board for it because there's nothing like this. So I mean, as long as I don't want to be mean about this, like throw I guess too much at once, like what Tree City did, because they overexpanded too far. If we, I guess, consolidate and are small, we should do really well this year. So
Very good.
Yeah.
Any other questions?
Well, is there any particular game titles that you're looking forward to seeing at this convention?
See, like I said earlier, well, when we were before doing this, I'm a huge League of Legends fan, and a lot of huge PC gamers. It was my idea to bring in League of Legends. Sean was kind of iffy about it because he didn't know how it would take. Last year, we had 75 people just show up to watch it, to watch people play, not actually play itself. So that's gonna
Jesus.
be yeah.
Wow.
That's gonna be a huge pull this year. I'm really excited for the Smash tournament, actually.
Oh, that'll be awesome.
Yes. And then I'm really excited for the 3DS. We're having hopefully the first 3DS Pokemon tournament in Idaho.
Oh my god, that's gonna be so cool.
I'm gonna
It's
tell my little sister-in-law about that.
it's
Oh,
still in the works. Like it's still a little we don't know how we're gonna make it though. Like Jim, who does the Pokemon TCG, really wants to do it because all of his kids that come and play with him or for him, they love it and they play it when they're not playing the actual card game. So we're gonna try to do that, and hopefully it'll build his group up too and build up the con and just expand.
As far as the tournament, as far as arranging the tournament goes, you probably just ladder the tournament because it's just 1v1 for each match.
Nice.
I know someone I can't remember his name at the time right now. He actually has modded 3DSs that can connect to a TV or a projector, so we can actually project
Nice.
The battle
on like a wall or screen or however we do it. So
do like they do in poker, where they have like a featured table.
that that's actually we're doing that stuff next year. Like this year is
Wait, you're bringing poker in?
Well, no, we're gonna try this. You guys, I'm sure you guys will watch BlizzCon or anything like that.
Oh, yeah.
You know how they stream every room?
Yeah.
That's our goal. Is next year, the year after, is to stream everything online. So if people just can't make it for a reason, they're at work or sick, they can at least watch it.
Yeah.
So
That should chew up some bandwidth pretty good.
Yeah.
yeah, no, it will be. So
I'm a big retro gamer. I don't know what kind of consoles you plan on having there.
we're Pandemonium is supporting us in that aspect.
Oh, nice.
Whatever they have, we have. So Nintendo, they have the old what's it called? The first 3D Nintendo thing that was like the goggle thing you looked through.
Virtual Boy.
Yeah, they have one of
Nice.
those that works. So I
Those
don't know.
that'll burn the red right out of your eyes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know we're gonna have.
I also know
Anything.
they actually have a TurboGrafx 16.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's whoever my video games director decides to have. That's what we're gonna have.
Not that I'm bragging or anything, but if I got a Ninja Turtles arcade cabinet, if you're interested too.
I would. I wouldn't say. I'm not gonna say no to that. So
And it's
He likes to bring that up whenever he.
Oh,
it's my one little pride and joy.
It's his prized possession.
Yeah, it's that. I'm
Tied with the toddler. They're like,
I'm probably gonna have it converted into my casket when I die.
he's been joking about it long enough. It's gonna happen at this point.
I'm a little jealous that actually happens.
Yeah,
That would be pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Especially if you can make it
Double
playable.
power.
If you can make it playable and then just your face floating in the background of the screen, so
like
you
a
can
burden.
play on top,
Oh
like a burden.
God,
Yeah,
that's horrible. It's creepy.
or awesome.
Like Zombie from Pee Wee Herman,
Yeah, like that.
little floaty head.
Only it's like actual dead Dustin face.
Oh God,
Be super creepy.
Ew.
And you'll be old by then, so it'll be like just old man head behind
Behind the turtles.
the turtles. Totally not creepy at all. What are you talking
I
about?
don't know. It needs a little work before donating it to anybody, but I think Donatello's a little jacked up.
Oh yeah, it's about
He's the
we're a little
best.
messed up.
So
But other than that,
That would
it
be
works.
Leonardo. You are again incorrect, Nikki.
no. See, I think that you're pronouncing Leonardo wrong. You mean Donatello.
I mean,
Yeah, no, it's fine.
swords. All
Have
the
you
way.
noticed that the only Turtles merchandise that you can find anywhere is always Michelangelo?
That's because he sucks. He has nunchaku.
That's because he was the
like-
favorite as a kid, but he's not anymore.
No,
Like,
he's dumb. Like, I didn't like him as a kid. It was always Donatello. I like quarterstaffs, Donatello and Gambit. And like,
You're always so wrong on all these accounts. It
no,
should be
stop
Leonardo
talking. Stop
and-
talking. Fighting.
favorite turtle, go.
Raphael.
That's my
Doesn't
boy.
count.
See, I was a big Raphael fan as a kid because I was always the shy, timid type as a kid, and I always was kind of jealous because Raph was always like the hot head of the group.
Yeah.
And I don't think I've told you guys this story. When I was 3, I was in gymnastics, and we did a Ninja Turtles routine to the Ninja Turtles theme song, and I was Donatello, and I had like the purple mask, but I wasn't allowed to watch Ninja Turtles, so I thought that meant I couldn't do the routine. So I ended up just going out and sitting on the curb in my Ninja Turtles mask until my mom came and got me.
Oh, it's so sad.
That is sad.
I think it's hilarious now. My mom's like, just because you're not allowed to watch it doesn't mean you can't do somersaults to the song. I think I really just wanted to take the mask home is probably what was going on.
It's awesome. Man, any special? Do you have any guests that are gonna show up? Anybody of significance?
We're not big enough for guests. I mean, the only guest we could really pull in would be Will Wheaton. He would be a guest because he does his board game
Tabletop.
YouTube channel that he has. Anything like that, really. We wouldn't have voice actors or anything like that.
You say Will Wheaton so casually. Are you gonna try and get him there?
Well,
Not this year, probably.
well, not this year, obviously, but
Right.
the not Nerd Effect.
Nerdist.
I'm sorry. He
My
works.
first several episodes being on this show, I kept saying Nerdist instead of Nerd Effect. Yeah.
If we get big enough, they'll pay him to come out instead. So that's the goal is to get big enough, and
So wait.
That's an annual
Nerdist
goal.
will pay Will Wheaton to show up.
maybe
to-
that's just what I've heard. Like I said,
Yeah, to promote Nerdist and
Yeah.
Geek and Sundry.
that's what he does usually.
right. Yeah, no, he does. Yeah,
Also, he's Will Wheaton.
the tabletop
Yeah.
show.
There's that.
If I had 10 grand to get him out here, I would get him out here, or 20 grand, or however much is to get him out here.
Get
'cause
on it,
he's
internet.
awesome. So
Wheaton.
$10,000 seems fairly cheap considering who he is.
I don't know how much it is. So there's a whole thing when it comes to that kind of stuff.
I know there's minimums and stuff like that,
He's
and then they
gotten
got
yelled
trained.
at. It's fine.
I got yelled at by the King of Hell at Tree City. So by
Crushed his
Don't
soul.
mark.
It's fine.
Mark. Oh hell, I forgot his last name. Mark Shepard, the fucking Crowley from Supernatural.
Well, I mean,
Badger
he does
from
always
Firefly.
play
Yeah, Badger
evil
from
people,
Firefly.
so
Well, it just happens that he's evil in real life too, apparently. So
you got a good story out of it.
I did.
Yeah.
It was a great story.
Well, back on the guessing, there is one guest we could get. I don't know if you guys know who Rager is.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Tamagotchi.
But he does a lot of voice acting for Borderlands too. And in passing, I kind of threw the question at him, like, "Hey, I have this gaming con. If we get big enough, we have the money, would you come?" And he said, "Hell yeah." That's what his answer was.
Yeah.
So we'd have him here and then just play Borderlands with him and whatnot. So
Yeah, from what I understand, he is about the sweetest human being you could possibly ask for,
Yeah.
and he's slightly crazy
He's
in a good way.
pretty-
Like, yeah.
I don't know if you want to
He
use
works
the
in a maze,
adjective slightly.
Well, he played Mr. Satan, right? Like,
Yes.
and-
Yeah.
yeah. with a voice like that, you can't be half slightly crazy.
Like I said, I don't know if you want to use the adjective slightly. No, met him at Tamagotchi. He was pretty cool.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to meet him, but I did meet sure as shit Megaran while we were there.
Yeah.
It would be fun to have because
You
he's a
guys-
huge gaming dork.
He opened for League of Legends Worlds not this year but the year before.
Nice,
Yeah, so
Nice.
down in LA in front of millions of people.
nice. It sounds like it's shaping up to be a good first year con for you guys. Like it sounds really good. Like you got a bunch of people backing you up. We'll back you up for sure.
Yeah, so you got the LAN room, you got consoles, and then you have you have the board games. Are you also gonna have spaces for like RPGs and wargaming and stuff too? Or
Our like the past 2 years, we really didn't have a lot of Warhammer. If you want to call it.
wargaming,
War game,
miniatures
like,
games.
Miniature people come in, but we still have 2 tables for them off. I mean, they're in the main area, so I mean, if you do come with your Warhammers, miniatures, or the Star Wars one, I guess
X-wing.
X-wing, and then there's the new one that's coming out. Like hopefully if that comes out in time, we're gonna showcase that, have like an event for the new Armada version of that come out. But yeah, we have room for that. We have 3 rooms. I don't know if you guys know the layout of the Boise Town Convention Center.
Yeah.
But those 2 rooms, the room last year that you guys did the podcast in, the room next to it, and the big room on the other side, that's gonna be all RPGs the entire weekend. So
Okay.
they have 3 rooms for it. But the thing is, it's like that's our RPGs kind of died down a little bit. Like I'm still gonna have the space for them, but not a lot of people have come in. Like last year, I think we only had like 8 hours total of RPGs that were actually ran. So
You gonna have any sort of like a non-conventional type board games too? Like say, I know Settlers of Catan is really big.
Yes.
The like Cards Against Humanity is kind of.
we actually have we're gonna have a huge event for that too. Sean has some cards that you can't actually buy. You can only get them at an event. So we have special exclusive cards.
Oh, nice. Did they pitch in or just?
Sean had them, I guess, from when he did his little. I can't remember the name of the con. It was in Las Vegas last year. I can't remember. It's only for like some owners, but they had a thing there, and that's where he got them from.
Nice.
So
That's cool.
yeah,
That's cool. It is cool.
That's a fun game.
it is.
What about like old family style board games like Sorry and Monopoly and
Oh
shit?
god, I hate Monopoly so much.
Monopoly. How to win games and get your friends to hate you.
Yes.
We had an ongoing game with Monopoly for like 5 years. Every time our babysitter would come over, my brother would make us play Monopoly, and it was horrible. Mostly because I was doing badly. No.
I know we have them there, but we're not really going to showcase them too much. But they will be there for people to actually like, I guess, check out and play on your own. So
I could bring a Mario themed Yahtzee game if you want.
Of course you can.
I mean, if you had the Firefly version of that, that'd be better.
I don't have a Firefly version.
You should get it.
Does it exist? I'm guessing
I
yeah.
saw,
yeah.
I saw it at Hastings.
Oh,
a few months
yeah,
ago.
yeah. Hastings is always good about carrying some crazy. Have you talked to them at all? They seem to like help out people.
They won't like sponsor us, but they'll let us hang up our flyers in there. So that's about as far as they'll do as a corporation. So
Right. Yeah, corporate entities are really tough to deal with unless you've been talking to them like a year ahead of time.
or you're big enough. That's
Yeah.
it's we're not. Most of the thing is we're not big enough yet. So
Yeah. Yeah, I understand that. Believe me.
yeah,
Aw.
This is actually the office where we work, and we do
Dustin and I work here, yeah.
we do fundraising for I don't know if I should say their name or not, but for
Why
a
not?
charity.
that's
For
always good.
Yeah, Leukemia Lymphoma Society for the Light the Night fundraiser. But talking to like the bigger corporate places is like pretty much worthless because even like the store directors or managers are like,
They usually can't
Yeah,
do
you gotta
anything.
talk to corporate, man.
Yeah,
And where's corporate? Texas.
yeah, and then you gotta like email them or whatnot. It takes weeks. Yeah, so
Yeah.
You were damn good at rustling up donations, though.
That's because I learned that you only need to talk to local people,
Yeah.
and that's the best way to do it.
Yeah.
And there's some really good, and that's why I like Clapton Comics a lot. It's because the guys down there, oh god, I forgot his name all of a sudden. Kind of a unique name. Forgot his name,
I can't remember his name either. So
but he's a super sweet guy.
Yeah.
Just very timid, but like if you ask him to do anything, it's like, hey, can we just get a few items to like raffle off at our thing? Yeah, and then I went there like the next day and he had a box full of shit. They just was like, here you go. Like,
yeah,
man, this is like $100 worth of shit that you got in this box. Are you sure? Wasn't expecting that.
Yeah. Well, the beautiful thing about that is, as a business, when you donate stuff like that, full write-off.
Yeah,
So you get it all back on your taxes. So.
Yeah, most of them don't even ask for write-off because it's just not
Yeah.
worth their time because
Well,
they
you
don't
can
want to
take-
deal with it.
You can take so much in deductions without having to have it receipted.
Yeah.
Right.
So.
I'm trying to think. So where's the venue? Like, I'm honestly not sure where the venue
It's
was.
actually across the street at the Boise Hotel and Convention Center.
I'm
Oh.
glad-
Or
That
yeah,
way.
wherever it's at, over that way.
Oh,
Not
oh,
that
so
anyone
where
can see
where
where we're
Tomodachi
going
was?
to.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
I
Okay.
like the three of us just
Oh, yeah.
pointed on an audio podcast, by
I
the way.
know.
Can we
Yeah.
appreciate that for a second?
Yes.
South Boise by the airport.
Yeah.
And what was the dates again?
March 20th to the 22nd.
Okay.
And it's $25 for a 3-day pass and $17 for a day pass.
Oh, that's not bad at all. That's affordable.
Yeah.
Totally affordable. Do you have any vendors lined up or?
We have Lookout Toy Store out in Nampa, and we have Kauai this year. We don't really have a lot of room because just adding the extra stuff like the Smash area and the RPG rooms, it's really hard to fit. So hopefully, if we get big enough, we move to somewhere else, we'll have more room. But I do with what I can take.
Are there any sort of like entry fees into any of the tournaments or anything like that? Or
No.
no, just
Oh,
sign
like,
up.
the League of Legends tournament, it's $5 a person for the teams. But besides that,
So
every
$25 a team.
yeah. I know we're gonna have like one or two. They're buy box games for the board game. Like you get like 8 people together, all 5 or 8 to 12 or how many it is. Pitch $5-10, and you get, and the winner takes a board game. That's everything else is free. Besides the Magic stuff too. Obviously, we're having a pre-release for Magic this weekend. That weekend, we were gonna have states, but Magic, whoever decides when their pre-release is, decided to have it a month early or late or change it a month, and now we can't have states at the con. So
How dare they?
yes,
People's kids.
Nikki, you got any questions? You've been pretty.
I'm not a big gamer person. I'm more sci-fi comic-y person, so I'm just soaking it all in.
Do you have anything sci-fi comic-y that's going to be there?
no, we're like I said, we're trying to keep it gaming only. So
Right.
I mean,
That's why I wasn't asking questions.
if we go more
Firefly
of the comic
Yahtzee,
stuff,
that's
like
sci-fi.
we'll be more like Pandemonium, and we're trying not to be like that. So
Gotcha.
Trying to keep all the cons separate identities.
yes,
Yeah.
You mentioned a Rampage style game.
yes,
I
actually,
did get excited about that.
It's it was Will Wheaton. He
They did it on tabletop.
yeah tabletop. But where was it at? Which con was that at? Do you remember? Was it Comic Con?
I don't remember which con it was at, but
Yeah, it was. It takes like an hour to set up,
Oh, Jesus.
or like 45
Yeah, well, it's like
minutes.
you got to set up the little buildings and stuff.
Yeah, and then put the meeples in between them. Do you guys know what the meeples are?
Yeah.
Okay. Most people don't. So, and you put them in, and then like you have like your little, what do you call it? Like your little monster, and there's like different things you can do. You can like you have like this little circle thing you can throw around and flick and stuff like that. And wherever it lands, you can eat them if they're so close and destroy buildings. It's a lot of fun.
I'm totally sold.
I know. I wouldn't play that.
What's the game actually called though? Like it's,
Something Attack on Meeple. I can't remember the name of it. It's because they changed it because of copyrights. Like I actually know someone who has. They actually had to recall most of the board games and come out with a new name. So
Yeah.
but I actually know someone who has the original name for Rampage, but we're not allowed to actually have that there because of legal reasons.
Right. You can only have the new renamed version.
boo. So did whoever made the original just not get permission?
I think so.
Oh, you think they would have been all over that? Like
Yeah.
bought it from them or something like that. Like this is genius. We'll buy it from you.
I don't know.
Whatever.
It's
Jerks.
fun to sue people, clearly.
Man, I'm trying to think of anything else I could. Anybody? Any other questions?
Covered it pretty good.
As far as are there any of the? Let's run down the pricing list. So the 20 for the weekend, right? You said
It's 25 for the weekend, 17 for a day. We have
Kids under X free or
I think we're gonna go with I think under 14 for free, or it's between 10 to 14. We don't know because we have the Pokemon TCG game, so I have to talk to Jim and see like how much we can do that because I can't charge for that. So like if you're playing the Pokemon card game, you get to get in for free that day. But for anything else, you have to pay for. So we're trying to coordinate with him on the pricing because he's going to have at least 60 to 80 kids in there. So we got to see all that kind
That's
of
a
stuff.
lot of Pokemon.
It is. It's a lot. Like it takes them from like I think 8 in the morning to almost midnight at night to run the entire thing.
Wow.
So it's a
And keeping kids not going crazy that long.
yes.
Try to keep their attention span.
Hence why we're
My
trying.
attention span wouldn't last that long.
I run the con. Mine doesn't run that long either, so don't worry about it. So that's why we're trying to have the 3DS tournament too, is so they can, when they're not doing the card game, they can prepare for their Pokemon 3DS.
Right.
So, but there's other stuff too. Like we have free play in the Magic Room, because instead of states, it's only the pre-releases, which we don't think we'll get that much, just because it's like I said, the Magic players only go to their tribe areas, quote unquote, their card shops. So
Yeah.
there'll be tons of area for that kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
just kids just to hang out, and there's a pool there, obviously. So if they get a room at the con, which is only $69, and they can play in the pool, and there's a giant screen next to the pool that we're actually gonna have them stream like cartoons or the tournament like championship, which game it's going on at the time. So
Nice.
Nice. Yeah,
That's a good idea.
that screen's pretty handy.
yes.
They generally usually just save it for special events, but
So, but our pre-release
That's
numbers is $20 for that. We don't know how much the 3DS tournament is yet because of Jim. He needs to find out from Nintendo how much if he can charge at all, or what the whole deal with that is. And then we have the RPGs are free. The board games, the only thing that costs any money is the ones that you buy in to get the board game. All the RPGs are free. I don't know for our miniatures if we're actually charging anything, because it said it's if Armada comes out in time or whatnot. If we get a package for that,
Right.
because normally they'll give us like a kit for a tournament. Like last year we had the kit for the X-Wing fighter, so we actually had a tournament. Like 8 people came in, played, and the winner got a special X-Wing miniature thing. So it just depends what we get.
I was going to ask, are there any special prizes for the tournaments?
It just depends on the tournament. Like one of the card games we have is Card Fight Vanguard, which is more of an anime type Magic thing where you have like a guy and you put cards on. I never played it, but we had a kit for that. They got special cards for that. We had a My Little Pony tournament last year too. Yes, that happened. There were special cards for that too. So I mean, it just depends on what comes out, what we can have. So.
Nice.
There's a My Little Pony card game is what I took away from that.
Yes, we actually had 16 people show for it too.
I believe it. How many of them were actually children?
None of them.
Yeah. okay.
Right. I wasn't expecting any of the My Little Pony fans to show up to be children.
No,
Yes.
why
I
would
was
they?
expecting them all to be
Just bronies.
Yeah, well,
far
bronies
as
and
the eye can
Magis
see.
sisters.
Well, it's funny
They've
because
got a name too?
Yes.
Oh,
but,
God.
I didn't actually understand
Fine.
the appeal behind that show until I started watching it with my daughter, and I was like, this show is amazingly psychotic. Like, I understand why people get happy about that show. And
So D-Man's a brony now?
I wouldn't say I'm a brony. Like,
Oh my God! I'm making you a magical fairy princess hat.
like I could probably like tell you
unicorn
who
horn.
like Rainbow Dash is amazing and
Sarah
Pinkie Pie
Spinks
is
says
awesome.
that I'm Rainbow Dash, so I tried watching it once, and I was just like, nope, done, bored.
The new one's fine. It's funny because then there was actually a series that was done like in 2006 that was absolutely horrible. That they tried to reboot it then too.
He's saying he's not a brony, but he knows a lot of facts.
Yeah.
I have a 3-year-old daughter that I end up watching the shows with.
I think this 3-year-old daughter might be an excuse.
Wait,
So
let's do math.
It's
He
like
said-
good excuse.
Yeah.
Oh, 06. Let's do the
Yeah,
math
no,
here.
let's do math. Let's
No,
hear
because it's on
06.
Netflix and she goes back and watches it.
No, but you paid attention enough to know that it was made in 06.
Because it shows you right
No,
there on the
it's
screen.
Fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine.
Sure.
Don't they have My
So,
Little Pony? Don't they have those onesies for adults in like My Little
Yeah.
Pony?
I'm pretty sure
for the
they
love
do.
of Jesus.
Let's pitch in.
If not.
Yes, for Con Circuit, we need him in a My Little Pony outfit. Absolutely.
If we get you a Rainbow Dash onesie,
No.
would you please wear it?
No.
If we paid you?
I might be able to get you in the con for free if you show up in that.
No.
I think we should
That was
dress
a
him as
hesitant
Fluttershy.
no. Yeah, but Rainbow Dash is really cool.
Yeah, but you have more to the attitude.
I see, and I didn't watch enough of it to understand if that's a compliment or not, so it's fine.
I was gonna say
I'm making stuff up
cosplay
at the
encouraged.
moment.
I think.
Yes, actually. Always encouraged.
Excellent.
Wait, what's encouraged? Sorry, I was too busy
Cosplay.
picturing you
Cosplay.
dressed up as Rainbow Dash. Oh, your daughter would be so happy.
Maybe Sheik should dress up as Rainbow Dash.
Yes.
Yes, but that's not worth
His
getting
kid's
into
really
a con
cute.
for free. Whereas you, see, a 3-year-old girl dressed as Rainbow Dash is just adorable, no matter where it is. But you dressed as Rainbow
It'd just
Dash.
be ridiculous.
Wait, what if I finish reading Dune?
No.
You won't. Can
No.
we change that? I want that instead of coffee.
No.
I still want my coffee, damn it. You need to finish because I want
I know.
that
Well,
coffee.
we know I'm going to finish before him anyway. We have a bet on who can read a book
It's been
the
going
fastest.
for almost a year.
I don't have free time. Mason finished his like a week after the bet started, and he has a kid, but also doesn't read things. Because how long have you had my copy of Stardust?
Yes.
And mind you, I was reading the first book of the Song of Fire and Ice.
Yeah.
So, it wasn't a little book. I also read fast.
I read fast too when I can sit down and read.
So yeah. Anyway, yeah.
So apparently this has become the My Little Brony episode.
Evidently,
Can you call it that, please? My
No.
Little Brony plus Gem State. Shouldn't be
Gem State BronyCon.
Yes. There's an idea. Nobody follows.
Come
on that
July,
idea.
maybe? I don't know.
no.
No.
Right before Library Comic Con.
No.
Okay. So yeah. Like as far as the games go, you're going to have like a library of games there.
Yes.
Okay. And then, yeah, is it going to be like pretty much like the libraries though? That like I know how like All About has one. I think Phoenix Fire has one too. Are they just going to bring in their libraries, or do you have some extra? Or
See, All About is letting us users
Okay.
this year. Like last year we did, and we returned it in the same condition we got it in. So, like Dave likes Eric and Jake, so
okay,
like they're those two are working with him to get that. So I think we're supposed to have about 86 to 90 games this year,
nice.
different board games to play. So
So in other words, people should be busy.
yes.
Sure sounds like it. There's going to be a lot going on.
Last year, there was always something going on. But the only bad thing about it was people didn't leave the rooms. I mean, we're gamers. We don't like to move around a lot. So
yeah.
So we're trying to develop something or have someone develop something to actually get people to move around and interact more. Because like there was 2 vendors in our League of Legends room last year. No one knew about it but the League of Legends people. Because no one went in there.
Right.
So that's we're trying to find some way to do it, and so far we haven't come up with anything. So
Are you using any sort of...
Scavenger hunt.
Yeah, it's a scavenger hunt / kind of like a LARP thing.
yeah.
Not necessarily an actual LARP. But
Scavenger hunts are good.
That'd be great. Let's do a LARP right in the parking lot. Just
I've always wanted to LARP. Every
Just
time I
start-
walk through the park after class and I see the LARPers, I'm just like, you guys look like you're having
just
fun.
start fake attacking the actual like hotel people that are like staying there.
They
that aren't-
walk around campus with foam swords.
Wait, I don't know if that's the LARP people or the there's another name for them. The Belladog, I think. Or,
Yes, it is the thing that you're talking
yeah,
about.
I know
'Cause I
quite
had
a few
a
of those
friend
people.
that played it. Yeah.
You-
my-
you- Yes,
Bellagarth, is that what it is? Bellagarth?
Bellagarth, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
My buddy
is a
Cal
LARP.
played it.
yeah.
It is
Huh?
a LARP, but it's
It
like,
is a LARP,
They
yeah.
call it that. I don't
And they
remember
get to
why.
hit each other with swords, foam swords.
And
Yeah.
throw bags
And like
of
it.
foam.
They are nowhere near as hardcore as the SCA.
Yes.
One, they have fantasy, but also 2, they don't actually use steel armor and rattan for instead of foam.
I was just wondering if there was a field nearby we could use for Quidditch. Get the
I
BSU
want-
Quidditch team to show
Yes.
That would be cool.
That
up.
would be
There's,
cool.
there's a park at the end of the street here.
I feel like me running around holding a stick would just end in tears, though.
Mostly yours and possibly ours of laughter.
You guys are such dicks.
Oh, you would be laughing with us.
After I got through the pain, when I watched the video later, I would be laughing. Yeah.
I didn't need that kidney.
You got 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always good to have a spare.
For things like Quidditch, it's fine.
But well, no, yeah, but possibly. Actually, what might be kind of a good idea, and you guys are welcome to use this if you guys think you can get it to work, is have a like ultimate gamer competition where you have to play, say, 5 games of Magic or Pokemon or a card game that's in a separate card game room.
Yeah.
And then you have to come and you have to do, 2 or 3 board games depending on the, be some specific games so you can specifically filter out the 5-hour game and give it to half-hour games. And then have to go play a fighter on a console, and then have to go play League, and have it so they have to run through.
That would be interesting because
somebody,
not
like,
everybody
check
would know
off
how to
the
do
together,
certain
yeah.
things.
I agree with that. Like, I don't have a lot of staff because it's volunteer only. And people,
Right.
I mean, like, so the hard part with that, actually finding people who will be willing to do it. But that is a good idea, though.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. Well, call me. I mean, I can help with stuff like that too, so
Okay.
I wouldn't mind. But yeah, I mean, I was probably it's too late for this year, but maybe, but that would be a way to get people mixed up into different rooms because I would say most gamers are a little familiar with little bits of all of it, but a lot of people they are kind of more specialized into you have. The League players or the Magic players.
Unfamiliar things are scary.
No, they're not. They're exciting and new.
I don't like it.
But I think it would be kind of interesting and you could have it so with for example, the Magic, you have them play with unoptimized decks. You have them play with,
Starter decks.
whatever the newest, core, if it was this year, they'd be running, core 2015 decks.
Yeah.
Just straight. It came out of the package this way. It goes back to us this way so we could cycle through. So no one has some hyper-tuned ultimate deck that can just destroy stuff. Because
Like you?
mine aren't that good.
We can be good.
That's what everyone says.
No, really, mine are not that good.
We didn't make it that far, so I don't know.
No. Actually, I was gonna start beating the tar out of you on the next turn because you had my red white crush things deck, and we needed to start attacking it quick. But
Tried to teach me once, it didn't.
well, there was 4 of us. It was the last day of Fandemonium, and none of us had really slept.
And there were 19-year-olds in the room that hadn't slept or eaten anything in a while.
yeah.
And I think somebody made a "that's what she said" joke.
Is that Brittany and Kat or
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or no, Brittany and it wasn't. Well, Kat was there.
Kat
but then
was there,
The third
but-
one.
Chris?
No, the girl.
No.
The gypsy girl.
Oh, I don't know the gypsy girl.
His father-in-law's a steampunk magician. And they were a troupe that was there.
Yeah.
It was
Professor Algernon.
Hilarious.
I've
soon.
met your dad.
Yeah, he's my father-in-law. He's pretty awesome.
Father-in-law, yeah.
Yeah, pretty awesome father-in-law to have, admittedly.
He's nice.
Yeah.
He lives in Baker. He's not far from here.
But yeah, so it didn't work out teaching her Magic that time because
Giggle Fest.
Giggle Fest happened, and then we were worried
didn't
about people
stop.
falling off tables, and
Yeah,
it was bad.
it was.
Well, one goal of the con is to teach people how to do stuff like that. So
Oh,
like I said,
okay, cool.
If you've never
Try
played League,
again.
you can come in, and Adam will come, or the guy who's in charge of the TV LOL group, and he's also he works on the X too.
Adam.
Yeah.
That kid's fucking amazing.
Yes, he will show you and teach you how to play League if you
Oh, that's cool.
like.
That's cool.
Never played any board games. My board games guy will teach you how to do that. Magic, Sean will definitely teach you how to do that kind of stuff.
Oh,
So,
nice.
or I'll
Okay.
teach you if you want. So
That'd be fun. Yeah, no, because I
then
want
I
to
will
learn this
crush
stuff.
you.
Because I hear them talking about this stuff, and that's not my nerd genre that I really focus in on. So
Well, see, the thing is with a lot of the games, for example, okay, you like sci-fi. Okay, cool.
I do. It's
Well,
true.
there's an X-Wing miniatures game, so sci-fi
there's a
with Star
Firefly
Wars.
one too, isn't there?
There's a Firefly
Yeah,
board game, which
I
I
would dig
really
that.
want to try.
we
Also
should
coming
pitch
out
in.
with Firefly Online soon too.
What?
Yeah, there's going to be an
All the
online
original
Is
characters.
that the one I heard about where you can have your own ship?
Yes.
I need to get that.
But there's always
I need a
tie
computer.
with gaming. There's always tie-ins.
yes,
Yeah.
There are sci-fi. Okay, well, there's sci-fi games like fantasy. There's
I've just
fantasy
never
games.
had the money to get into tabletop gaming or video gaming. Really,
it's expensive.
It
It's
is.
a very expensive.
When I worked at
hobby.
Game World, we got to play for free, so I got really into arcade games.
Yeah. Well, see, the nice thing about video games on a computer nowadays is there's a lot of free-to-play games that are not total ripoffs. So,
Yeah.
well, for a while there, you had to admit
Yeah.
they were pretty much money sinks. So, but there's always there's a lot of free to play.
The last computer game I played was Riven.
Oh Jesus,
Yeah.
man!
I have that on my 3DS.
Do you really?
Yes.
Oh my god, I bet that's amazing. In
It
3D.
Riven, wasn't that the sequel to Myst?
Yes, it was.
Jesus,
Yeah, it's been a while. Don't judge.
that's
I
a while
I
back.
never beat the damn thing, which is probably why that's the last
Well,
computer game
there
I
was
played.
some of the puzzles in Riven were so counterintuitive.
Yes.
I'd love to see an old-fashioned Quake tournament again. That would be,
Oh my god.
Yeah.
or
Nukem up in that joint.
Like we would
Just naming
like
off
eventually have all
old
that,
games.
but like the hotel has limited internet, so we have to kind of limit what we have.
yeah, but you can create your own internal network though.
Well, yeah, I mean, we can do that, but I said it's space and all that kind of stuff. So
Right.
hopefully, if we ever get big enough, the goal is to eventually either move to the Expo building or the Grove. And if we have either one of those places, we'll definitely have plenty of room for that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So it's room right now more than anything else.
Just tell them to put a hardtop cover over the pool and just
Cross your
Sit there-
fingers.
and it, yeah, and it just like have like
And a whole
80
bunch of big
people
old
sit
fat
up.
nerds walking around on it? No,
Yeah.
not a good idea.
I'm like,
No, Or
I
have
can
like
say
a-
that. I am a fat nerd.
I get nervous sitting in the gunner seat of Mike's truck. I don't think I'd be entirely comfortable on top of a pool.
or just have like a switch so like whenever somebody loses, just
like
drop
Mr.
them into
Burns.
the pool. Yeah,
just,
Oh,
can we please have sharks with freaking
Instant
laser
death
beams on
Magic
their
the
freaking
Gathering.
heads? I hope you're taking notes because that is brilliant.
I think that'd be more of the hotel than my. I can always ask them for you.
guys sitting at the end of the pool stroking a cat. Just
Oh no! If that happens to be one of the games, Nikki's playing in that game, whatever it is.
Oh yeah, I think it's true. Oh, because of the cat or because of the James Bond reference?
No, because of just watching you get dunked.
Oh, you're
Because you're nervous about sitting in the back of Mike's truck. It would motivate you to play well, so you would win.
I don't do well under pressure, dude. You just
You just
want-
haven't had the right motivation yet.
You just want to see me go into the trap door.
fear is a
Yeah.
great motivator. I'm
It's
just
because
putting it
we're
out there.
fighting. Because he said something earlier. I don't remember what at this point.
She's incorrect about which turtle is the best.
No, it was in the parking lot. You were wrong about something. It's fine. We fight a lot. It's cool. He's wrong and he doesn't like admitting it, and it's fine. But
She thinks Gambit's better than Longshot.
I am gonna punch you. Oh my god. Have you seen that was loud. I apologize to everyone's ears. There is a Dodge Charger that it's a new one. I told Dustin about this. I saw it when I was driving back from class the other day. It is black, like clearly custom paint job, red accents on it, right? And I'm riding my scooter because I'm insane. And they pull up next to me, and they've got their license plate says Gambit, and then they got like a placard on the side that says Gambit. And then they've got in the back window a white line drawing decal of Gambit, and then around the emblem they've got like fanned out playing cards. And then
I think we found someone that likes Gambit more than you.
It gets better. Then they've got a rainbow Idaho bumper sticker.
No, they can just
I'm like-
afford to like Gambit
Yeah,
more
no.
than-
I'm like, my theory is that I have a much more financially successful clone out there somewhere. Yeah,
That is possible.
yeah.
Yeah.
You'd find out they're a graphic
I
designer.
need to be. If anybody knows this person, I need to be their friend, basically, because I want to ride in the Gambit car. That's the reason. That's
We
the
even
only
tried
reason.
Googling it to see if there was a picture of it out there
was
somewhere.
not.
Nothing.
It was one of those things where you don't believe that you're seeing it because you're like, what? Can you let me have your car? Like that's.
Why didn't you take a picture of it with your phone?
I was on my scooter.
It's like 2 seconds. It's like
I
click.
don't
and
even have my phone
That's
in
the
my
last thing you need
pocket
to
on
do
my
is
scooter.
drop your phone on the
Oh
street.
god,
right?
I was too busy like shivering. That was the day it was 29 out. So.
With a wind chill.
Oh god, I need better gloves.
So you get yourself some Google glasses.
That.
Did you hear
next year?
they're gonna stop selling those?
Yep.
What?
They're gonna stop selling Google glasses.
I have no strong opinions either way because I don't know anyone that has those.
Yeah, they were,
Because they were a
they're-
little expensive because
Yeah.
they were in beta.
Yeah.
but all right. Any
Anyway.
final words? Any final thoughts? Any
Poop,
final
poop your
questions?
mom.
I don't think
that's
there'll
what
be
she
any
said.
of that at the convention.
But you
No.
said
Do
Do you have a
final
mom
words.
pooping room by chance?
Nope, I'm sorry.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Yes, thank you.
Who's
That's
asked if anyone
the,
had final words?
I think that's the fetish convention in Germany.
Oh God, stop!
Yeah.
In the
You
red
have
light
a
district.
T-shirt from there, don't you?
No comment.
It says red light district on it. Just-
Just like a pile of poop.
Yep.
Oh,
Shaped like a lady.
I apologize for my compatriots. To everyone in the world, I'm sorry they exist.
No,
sometimes.
that seems like a thing that Germans would do, though. It's not our fault they're like that.
I'm German.
I am too. It's fine.
Wow.
I'm German, Irish, and Scottish. It's totally
Poopin' die
fine.
Cheston.
That was not German.
No, it wasn't.
That wasn't even a good German accent.
No, it
No.
wasn't.
All right.
So yeah.
On that note, let's.
So, yeah. Let's scrub our minds clean of the last 5
Well,
minutes.
now Dustin knows not to ask if I have final words. It's not my fault. You left it open to comment.
You didn't disappoint.
You're welcome.
How about this? Let's recap, and then we can end.
Yes.
the show.
So say again, just hit the highlights of when and where for the con.
Okay, it's at the Boise Hotel Convention Center, which is down the way from the airport.
And
Right over
Nerdist
there.
Recording Studios.
Yes. It's $25 for all weekend, $17 for a
Nerdist
day
again?
pass.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah.
Sorry. Go.
It's fine. It's if you want to stay there, it's $69 a night. So you don't have to basically just game all day and walk to your room, sleep for 2 hours, and come back. So that's what I'm gonna be doing all weekend. So
Is it a 2 or 3 day event?
it's a 3 day. It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Nice.
So we start. I think our schedule right now is starting at like 10 on Friday and ending at 11 on Sunday only because of the LOL tournament. So they have to spend all 3 days doing it. It's a lot. Right now we have 8 teams for the LOL, and 2 of them are coming from out of state, and about like 9 to 10 individual people that are trying to find teams. So and it's the scheduling for that's only been up for a week, so it could just grow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Let's see what else.
Because they actually do you have a cap on that, or is it going to let it grow?
I think they have the cap set at either I think 16 or 32. One of the two depends. It's at certain points. If you get 32 teams, we're actually going to do a preliminary. I think it's the word.
Preliminary.
Preliminary tournament before the con only have the top 8 teams there. So it's just depends. So
Interesting.
like last year we had 6 teams. We had one, and then we had 2 teams that were like last minute, like people that were there just got together and built teams. So far we're doing better.
And as far as like food goes, there's plenty of places around. There's the Black Castle place inside. It's like a steak restaurant type place. It's kind of nicer. There's a Jackson's right next door. There's
Jimmy John's delivers very quickly to this
yes,
area.
Jimmy John's
We
delivers.
actually have a binder of everywhere within I think it's
smart.
5 miles that delivers there.
That's a
Or
really
the
good
delivery
idea.
route.
Nice.
Yes.
Very good idea.
Denny's.
And you guys can thank Eric for that. It was his idea and he did it. So
That's very smart.
Nice.
Yep.
All right. Well, so you don't even have to leave your goddamn keyboard. Just
yeah, that's the point. The point is to create
be
the,
like, "Bring me the
perfect
binder."
area for people to game in and just have no other worries all weekend.
and no Cheeto fingers unless you bring that on yourself.
Yes.
I'm that person.
Yep.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right.
Stains on the character sheet to let you know.
I'm sorry.
That gives them character.
Exactly.
For-
It's not a real character sheet until it's had something spilled on.
Yes.
And for future and current details, where can people go?
They can go to our Facebook group, which is Gem State Gaming Con, or the same name for the website. So the website's still being built because half of our groups that are actually running stuff haven't given us their final schedule yet. So we're still working on that, though. So, but any update will be in one of those 2 sites.
Excellent. All right.
So,
Well, I guess we'll end it there.
Yes.
All right. For the Nerd Effect Podcast, we have been.
Malcolm Morgan.
Miss in Ireland.
Nikki Brindle.
And I'm Dustin Vancouver, and thank you for our special guest, Derek. Thank you for coming over, man. It was fun.
no, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Stop fighting!
All right. For those about to nerd, we salute you.